All right, so me and Shane is back for another, I guess, trilogy, right? When this first movie came out, it was not known to be one of three.
I don't. Yeah, was it even planned?
It wasn't even planned exactly. So
That's what I'm wondering. Was it even planned?
I don't want to butcher his name. Is M Night Shyamalan.
All right, that's what we're gonna say it. That's not
let me
what we normally what we
let me
say.
look at the spelling. If I'm saying
That's
all
not what. That's not what we usually butcher it really bad.
Shyamalan.
Yeah.
I don't want to get it wrong. We're going to talk about Unbreakable. I
Well,
like
we could
that.
never. Come on, we get everybody's names wrong. Okay,
Yeah.
even the guy that directed the last Thor movie, Takawate.
Yeah.
We don't know what his name is. I mean, we'd like to be
People would know.
respectful.
Yes.
But I'm thinking
Yeah, I have to be respectful, but I just,
as rich as
you know.
rich as he is, I really doubt cares that there's two clowns sitting in the bedrooms talking about.
Well, you're sitting in your bedroom. I actually, I could technically sleep in this room.
Whatever. Nerd.
You know what? If I didn't move, I would have been doing this in my bedroom anyway.
Yeah. I
Yes.
mean, come on. Like I got 100 rooms to put this in my in my mansion.
In your mention,
Yeah,
yet to be reviewed. I guess. Not
give me
released,
three
reviewed.
months.
So have
Come
you?
on, this is actually a set. So
Oh yeah, this is a set. I mean, it looks good though.
yeah, it is a set. I
You
don't
got your
move anything.
bookcases. Your door, Mjolnir, Jonathan back there, and Lego
Yeah, I got
boxes.
Jonathan there. I
I
got
see
some.
Iron Man.
Yeah, it's all for sale, by the way.
It's it's better than when you and I first started. I mean, my setup looks the same, but I added
Yeah, oh
more
yeah,
stuff since then. I
yeah.
think when
Your
we
setup was
started, I didn't even have this bookcase right here.
no. Your room was empty when we
Yeah, it was
started,
more empty.
and mine was the same. Well, actually, yeah. There's none of this
Is it?
actually existed either. That's why you only see my face up in the camera.
I think did I add this within the year? Well, I know I added all
Well,
this
you had. I
stuff.
think. I don't know. I think the first show you just had that case behind you.
I did, right? Did I have the
Yeah.
arcade? I can't remember. I think I
No, the
always have the
arcade wasn't
arcade.
set. The arcade was. I don't remember the arcade set there yet.
Oh, okay. Because I did have the arcade, obviously. The
Yeah.
BB-8 is new. The Mandalorian helmet. But we come
Yeah. Well, the
on.
BB-8 it's not that new.
No, it's not that new anymore. I still haven't tried it on and
I
tried it
still
out.
never seen it work. Exactly. You still never used it yet. Oh God.
Maybe when the weather's warmer here in Texas, we'll do that.
Whenever that was like a year ago.
Yeah. I can't even remember when I got it. Quite a while ago.
A year ago.
Is it a year ago? I'm gonna have to go
It
back
was
and
a year
check out
ago.
our shows. Look at the video.
This is pretty much a year ago. We're basically in the year ago.
I don't like to turn the stuff on. Like now, I hang my Lilu multipass right here in front of the
Yeah.
Back to the
Hey,
Future thing.
I need a multi-pass.
Yes.
Hit me up.
So let's see. This movie came out in the 2000, right? So that was even before you and I met, right? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. I think. Yeah, I do because I think I got this when I still worked. Because we. Yeah, it was before I knew you.
Yes. So wow, this is. And then you and I had never talked about this movie.
I don't think we probably never really talked about it that much.
Have you seen that? Like, when did you see this movie? I know I seen this in
Oh,
the
I got it.
theater because
I didn't see it at the theater. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it at the theater. I almost probably would have passed this movie up. I can't remember when I saw it. I know I saw it not that long after it came out.
okay.
But
So
I
what
bought
was the reason you
DVD.
saw this movie?
Oh, because it looked really interesting.
Oh,
I
like
saw the trailer. I saw the trailer.
oh, okay.
But I
So
also saw the. I'm thinking the Fifth Sense. I saw the Fifth Sense.
the Sixth Sense.
The Sixth Sense. Sorry, it's gonna be Fifth Sense. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
I like it better. Oh, that's because we probably did the Fifth Element just last week,
Yeah, the Fifth Element. Yep, the Fifth Element. That's
and
good.
we're still talking about the multi.
Hey, you know what? That's way weird that like a Fifth Element is Bruce Willis, right? And Unbreakable is also Bruce
But
Willis.
this would have been better if we would have did the Fifth Element and then the Sixth Sense.
Wait, say that again. I was trying to process
Would have been
that.
awesome if we would have started with the Fifth Element and then went to the
Oh,
Sixth
the Sixth Sense.
Sense, and then we should have did the movie Seven. Oh, we just lost an opportunity right
It's
there.
not a trilogy. It's just sequential.
It's just yes. I did. We can watch the movie Nine. Oh, is there a movie called Eight? 8 Mile.
Oh, that is 8 Mile.
And then we'd have to watch that movie Nine.
Oh, that's really funny. And then the Ten Commandments, I guess.
No, that's too long. That's too much. I guess we could, because then after the Ten Commandments, we watch 11th Hour.
11th hour. Oh my god! And then we could work on Ocean's 12 and then 13th floor.
Yeah.
What a
Okay.
weird
Well, we're not.
sequence of movies.
That would just wear us out. We'd probably quit after that.
So okay, so the reason why I saw this movie, right, is because The Sixth Sense. The Sixth
Okay,
Sense was so good. I think.
Hey, before I got off on my tangent, that's
Oh, yeah.
the same reason.
Oh, the same reason. The Sixth Sense. Yes.
Yeah, The Sixth Sense. Because I know it's all because everybody talking about Sixth Sense. I didn't see it there either, and I got the movie. And
Oh, I
think
saw
when
that in
heard
the theater.
when I heard the name and I heard this was kind of it had Samuel Jackson in it.
Yeah.
Well, that was almost kind of like I gotta go see this.
Well, every time
But
I've seen a
bought
movie
this.
with Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson, has always been good. You know, Pulp
How many
Fiction,
movies? Oh yes,
Die Hard with a Vengeance.
Die Hard with a Vengeance. I'm not sure that I saw that one.
It has Jeremy Irons in it.
Okay, well, good for him.
Oh,
I don't think I
like,
saw that.
Okay.
Okay. About this, I didn't see it. I'm pretty sure I didn't see it.
Oh, okay, but that one was a good
No,
one
because
too.
the first Die Hard I ever saw was the one with the
Justin Long.
Justin Long, because we saw it at the theater.
Yep,
That's
I
the
remember
first
seeing
one.
it in the
I remember
theater.
I remember going, "Hey man, that's the first one I'll ever see." You're like, "Okay,
Yeah.
whatever."
And look at us
loser.
now.
Yeah, it's like whatever, loser. I don't know if I would be. But you're probably telling yourself right then, this friendship's not gonna last.
So far now, now we're talking about why are we doing an internet show and talking about Unbreakable?
Yeah, and since we've been friends, I've only seen 2 Die Hard.
I know. There's four
Okay, it's
of
a
them.
process.
No, there's 5 of them.
There's 5 of them.
I only seen 4 out of 5, so
That's okay. It's a process. We'll all see them together.
yeah, we'll see them all together eventually.
Just like the Avengers, we'll all see them together.
Well, we're talking about Bruce Willis and the Die Hard movies, right? This and The Sixth Sense really takes him away from the action genre.
Yeah, this is way different.
This is drama, right?
I actually enjoyed this movie more this time that I saw it because it's been a while since I've seen it.
Really?
I always thought it was good, but it was one of those movies to me. It was like, oh, blah blah blah. Then you get to the ending, and then everything's revealed. I'm like, man.
So this is another one of those, like the end
This is
was
a beautiful
really worth this.
movie.
Yes, the end is really worth the effort.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's pretty much told through you out the whole movie, but at the very end, you just get this overwhelming feeling. It's like, man.
So this is not a twist, right? At the end, it's just something that you never knew.
It's not really a twist.
No, it's not, because everybody
I guess,
saw The Sixth Sense and thinking this was like waiting for some kind of twist.
Yeah, this wasn't a mind-blowing twist.
No.
It's just what it meant to the. Because I mean, to me, my favorite character is Mr. Glass.
Yes, Elijah.
Elijah.
My favorite characters in this movie was that too.
If somebody goes, "Hey, what do you like? What's Samuel L. Jackson's best movie?" Unbreakable. I haven't seen Glass yet. So.
Ooh, I'm so glad we're working that
I mean, and I'm not gonna say he's done a lot of good roles, but to me, I don't know why this role speaks to me.
Dude, this one is really. I don't know, but maybe the same reason why you like Doctor Doom.
Well, I don't know. Doctor Doom's.
Because look, let's just get this straight. Let's just get this like Samuel L. Jackson is the villain in this movie.
Yes, he is the villain in this
but
movie.
You don't know that until the end.
Here's the thing I like about this, okay? Because I always grab about this. Like Marvel movies, they always have this villain. They want to show you this villain, and you're supposed to feel sorry for this villain. Like Thanos. Oh, Thanos. Everybody on my planet died, so I got to kill everybody. It makes a product. It's almost every Marvel do. It's like, oh, I'm Loki. Nobody love me. But see, this one, now I feel sorry for this villain.
Yes.
And I'm like, he's like, he kills all these people, and I'm like, it's okay.
That's the thing, though. Like, you didn't know that at the beginning, right? You feel sorry for him because you're like,
oh yeah.
In my mind, right? I'm thinking like, okay, what he does makes sense.
You feel like
the balance.
You feel the same ways toward him that the characters, that Bruce Willis and his family feels towards him. He's crazy, he's nuts, but you also feel bad for this guy. You want to keep listening to this guy.
Yep.
Even though this guy's like talking crap, crazy crap, even in the movie to you, it's crazy crap. And I guess there is a twist because Bruce Willis does turn out to be a superhero.
Yes. Did you just even see that coming at all? Like no, there's no way you go into movie called Unbreakable, right? It's a superhero movie.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know much about the movie. I saw the trailer. I knew it had these characters in it, and it was by the Sixth Sense
director.
I thought, well, this has got to be something to see. So I bought it, and it had. I think I had the hologram where you turn it or something. It had the fancy cover. Anyways, yes, this movie. I thought it was long, kind of boring.
It's under 2 hours.
Actually, the time I watch it now, I didn't think it was. I didn't find it long or boring.
I didn't. Yeah,
Well,
like the more I watch it, I
it's
didn't.
probably because I grew up a little bit too since I watched it. You know,
Yeah, with 2000 was a lot younger.
seen a lot of different movies, grew up a little bit more. I appreciated this movie the last time I've seen it a lot more than I did that first time.
Really, I remember seeing the first
But I
time, right?
still felt
I,
the same at the very end. I was like,
I feel the same at the very end when you find out who he is, and like the thing between the Sixth Sense and this one, right? The first time I saw it, I didn't think that was that great at first. Unbreakable, until
yeah.
the more I watched it, like the second time I watched it, like, whoa, this movie is great.
You know,
It's
the
a
funny thing is,
superhero movie.
even as boring as it was, when I got to the end of this movie, I still kind of actually liked it more than I liked The Sixth Sense.
You like this one better than the Sixth Sense?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah, that's my
even
favorite
a long
one.
time ago. Even a long time ago, I liked it better than Sixth Sense. Even with how long it took you to get to the ending, it just to me made it so much better.
I think I love this one the best out of all his movies so far.
Yeah, I still like this better.
Unbreakable is the best one.
Like I said, I still haven't seen Glass, but I have seen The Split, and this is way better than Split.
Oh, this is way better than Split.
Split was good, but this is way better than Split.
Split was good. I mean, it's still good. And it's
still good, but this is. But I remember after watching this though, and I watched that. Was it The Lady in the Lake or
The Lady in the Water?
The Lady in the Water.
Yeah. With Jumanji.
I don't know. Maybe I should watch it again. Maybe it's better. But
maybe it's better. I'm thinking.
I knew what the story was. I mean, I understood the story, but I didn't play role playing games and all that crap stuff. I wasn't really into that. But this one, it's good. It was even better now.
You know what I also like about this one?
It's a masterpiece.
The music is really good in this one.
The music's very good.
Like in the beginning, like the intro, right? Like the like however the beat and everything, the songs, the bass that it brings, especially the scene where I guess Bruce Willis was at the train station, right? When he's starting to let his powers, with the public.
Yeah, he's at that train station where he puts his hands out.
Yes. And have you noticed that everyone that is kind of shady is in a bright color?
Now, now that you point that out, yes, I didn't notice it.
It's really different, right?
Yeah.
Like those bright colors is supposed to stand for happiness.
One was wearing yellow and stuff.
And the lady was wearing like some kind of hot pink red jacket.
It's people that you would never think of anything of, isn't it?
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
And you know what's really weird? Like even in a stadium, right? The director likes to put himself in the movies.
Yeah, I know.
So he was a shady drug dealer guy.
Even though he didn't find the drugs on him.
He was wearing like a brighter blue, like a royal blue, so he stands out. Blue. And there was a lady. I don't know if I want to bring this up now, but later there was a lady like when the first time David Dunn, right, comes out, in the stadium, he start in the middle and people are walking by him. There was this lady wearing like a leather jacket, holding a little boy.
I didn't see that.
Okay, so I'll bring that back, next week when we talk about Split. But I want to I put that in here now.
Okay. Because, there's going to be a lot of links. Because, like I said, this is trilogy now, but it wasn't.
Yes, but it wasn't back then. But I think he already pre-planned it.
But this movie, you kind of wonder how the movie's going to start. Because the movie starts off, he's on a train and there's some girl sitting next to him. And he takes his wedding ring off, tries to talk to her, and of course she's married.
Well, actually, they introduced the villain first. Remember, it was the lady that gave birth at the department store.
Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot. That's the first scene.
I really like that, though, because the time period, it was really crucial to show it was 1961, right?
Yeah.
And, they had a black doctor because it was a black lady, I guess.
Yeah.
And the doctor was like, he always knows something wrong with the baby, right? So he questioned, all those white people around to make sure they're like, did you drop the baby? And you're like, no. And he's like, okay, then something is really wrong here. I think that's what set the tone. But like you said before, like it made you feel sorry for this kid right off the bat. Like, how would a baby born with broken bones already?
Yeah, well, because he has that disease. Yeah,
he has a disease. I never researched to see if that disease is a real thing.
Yeah, it's real.
Oh, it is?
Yes, it's real. Oh. There's a lot of this stuff real. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's real. It's real, and there's also some other things. Because I can't remember where I've seen it, but yeah, they can't. You could barely touch them to break a bone. They can't go play. They break a bone. And most people with this disease do not live.
Well, yeah.
But there's also people that are allergic to sunlight, too.
Allergic to sunlight, allergic to water.
Allergic to water, allergic to sunlight. You can't go, like the people with allergic to sunlight, they cannot go outside.
Wow.
Until dark. Or they'll get bruised. It'll kill them almost.
Man.
So, I mean, we're lucky. Let's put it this way.
Yes, we are.
Extremely lucky. Come on, because I mean, think about that. Getting born with brittle bones.
Yeah, brittle bones and everything that you mentioned, right?
Yeah,
It's like, why?
somebody could bump you in the chest and crush your ribs.
Yeah, not even a hard thing too, like just a little bump.
Puncture your lung. Yeah, puncture your lungs.
Where we just brush it off, like, oh, excuse me, like this guy's
yeah,
like, oh
we
man.
brush it off. I mean, yeah, but this guy has a reason. That's the problem. He actually, honestly, out of all the villains I've ever seen, has a reason. And he's like a lot of people in real life in a way, because his thing is the same thing most people in real life that don't have any problems go through. Most people on Earth, all they want to know is what their purpose is here.
Oh, and that's what he was trying to find. That's what Elijah was trying to find.
Yeah, whether they're healthy or not, people think this.
What is their purpose in life?
Yeah, and he creates his purpose in a way. So he blows up a plane to see if anybody dies. He derails a train, burns a hotel down, and then until he hits a train and sees there's only one survivor, then he wants to question this guy.
Oh.
And he starts studying this guy. And it turns out he found that one guy. She's like him. I like it at the end. He goes, you know what the thing about arch enemies? They always were friends.
Yes, they always are friends.
Because at the end of the movie, they become friends because they don't trust him, and he's their friend. And you were like, if you're following this, you're like kind of happy that they're friends. You know something's wrong with Elijah. You know something's seriously wrong with this guy. Because even when he shows up as deal, you see all the newspaper, you already know this guy's already was the guy that did all this.
Man, just to find someone.
Actually, in the middle of the movie, there's some scenes that make you think that he's the one who did all this.
Oh. Well,
just the way he talks, the questions he asks, you kind of assume that this guy's already done it. But at the end, you see all that stuff and all the bomb making material.
Oh, it give you a relief that you finally figure out like why what is in it for him, kind of like,
Yeah, it's like you should be mad at this guy for killing those people, but you're not.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at him.
You're relieved in a way. You're actually happy that he found his purpose.
It is weird, right? It's just like a lot of people probably saw this movie and think it was very boring. My wife is one of those.
Oh, is she okay?
She was watches this, right? She's like, is this going to be one of those where it's like really boring, like? And she's like, oh, this is really boring to me. I can see why you like it. I'm like, what are you talking about? I love this movie.
But when she got to the end, though, how'd she feel?
She didn't care for it.
Okay, because she probably fell asleep in there. It's like Captain America.
Yes. It was like Captain. I love that movie.
But
Captain America was more like, it's not slow as this one. I mean, like you have to admit, Unbreakable was slow, right? It's not like
it is
fast-driven action.
I'm gonna say Unbreakable's not for everybody.
No, and I want to say that the scenes with Robin Wright, right? He's trying to repair his broken relationship, and I like that. Like Elijah points out, right? Well, why does David feel sad? Then you can see it in Bruce Willis' character, right? He's sad all the time.
He's sad. He's depressed
until he fulfills that purpose.
Yeah, because he's like Elijah.
Yes.
But he doesn't know his purpose. He thought his purpose originally was probably just to marry his wife. So that's why he quits football. Because remember,
that's a good scene too.
Yeah, he almost got killed he almost killed his wife. Actually, is what happened.
Yeah, from the accident.
In a date, and he falls in love with her, and he quits football, and that's the only way she would have stayed with him anyways.
Yes.
And then he got a son. The son tries to shoot him.
So what did you know what? Let's talk about that scene. What did you think would have happened? I think he would have been shot. I wanted to ask you about the scene too. Would he got shot? I think would have gotten shot.
We don't know. I don't know. That's the problem. What was his power? Was it super strong? I mean, we know he was very strong because he lifted a lot of weights. We saw that scene where he just kept putting weights on.
Oh, they have it. Oh, did you ever own the DVD of this movie?
Yes, I did have the DVD.
Did you see the deleted scene? Because there's another scene where he lifts weights because he go to the gym at school,
right? I didn't
see
that one, but I do know there's a cut scene. There's a cut scene with Elijah where he gets on a roller coaster, that ride, and it destroys him.
No, I forgot about that one.
Yeah, it almost killed him.
So I didn't see it. Was it as a younger kid or?
Yeah, when he's a younger kid.
Oh, I think I kind of vaguely remember.
Goes to the fairgrounds and gets on a ride, and the ride threw him all over the place and busted almost all his bones.
Meh.
Because remember, he gets in a car, and his car is completely padded inside.
Yeah, his car is completely, everything is padded where he goes. And the other scene, David Willis, David Dunn, Bruce Willis' character, he go to the school, right? Because he's a security guard for the football team or the stadium. So he works out there, right? And he keep on putting more and more weight, where eventually the football players are looking at him, right? Like,
yes, I did see this.
He is strong. He can lift more than you.
Yeah, because we stop at almost 400 pounds.
Yes, because that's all the stuff that he had. But at the gym, There's more better equipment.
Yeah, 2 paint buckets.
Yeah.
Or 4 paint buckets, 2 on each side. I'm like, well, that's only 10 pounds on each side.
Yeah.
If even that much, what?
It's really crazy that like
I don't even think it's it.
Like David never realized this until someone had to tell him that information, and that's when he started to test his limits. Because remember when they show you the flashback scene, right? He ripped that car door open with his strength.
Yeah. So we know he's super strong, but we don't know is his skin impenetrable. Yeah, because we know he survives a train, and so he must have bounced around the train. And plus, when the car scene, he was thrown through the windshield of the car out into the street.
And you know what?
That's why he wasn't in the car.
And there was no scratches on him from that train accident. So it's hard to say what happened with that bullet.
There, no scratches in there. So would the bullet bounce? Does the bullet bounce off him and stuff? Or not? We do find out though he does have a weakness.
That's just water. Which is very interesting.
Really much of a what's a weakness? I don't know about you, but if I fall in the pool and don't get out, I'm gonna drown too. But I guarantee you, if you shoot me, I'm gonna die.
So I thought the water weakness is very interesting because Elijah talks about the same thing, and that's why that was even before anyone would hint he's a villain, right? Or at all, he's just maybe someone who's curious, maybe who's someone's studying comic books.
Because Elijah wasn't quite a villain yet. He's still looking for his place.
He's looking for his place. That's not until he found out that.
You got to remember, because Elijah's main goal really wasn't to be a villain. His main goal was to find somebody that's the opposite of him.
Of him, yep.
He's decided if I could be easily broken, then there's somebody it's not easily broken. All he wants to do, because he's not like any supervillain we've ever seen. Because all supervillains want to take over the world. Dr. Doom wants to take over the world. Okay, everybody wants to take over the world or do something bad.
Or just power.
This guy doesn't even want power. All he wants to know is where he fits in the world. As soon as he realizes he's got an opposite, now he's a supervillain, and he'll probably decide to do some evil stuff. But until then, he's just looking for his place in the world. He hasn't even decided if he is a supervillain yet.
No, he hasn't,
because he hasn't found a superhero yet.
So
here's something I want to point this out real quick though.
Yeah, go ahead.
Since we did the water. At the very first of the movie, remember he's on the train with that girl and he's talking. He's talking about swimming and he goes, "Yeah, I'm afraid of water. Is that a problem?"
No, he was making a joke. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but he's afraid of water.
I know.
A joke.
No, it was. Yeah, it sounds like a joke. That's why it's so good at the beginning too.
Yeah, you think he's afraid of water, but you find out in the movie
he's really afraid of water.
Wow.
Oh, I just going to point out the stats, right? When the movie begins, it was just talking about stats of reading comic books.
Yeah, well, I thought that was weird.
I thought that was weird too, but it's so funny.
It's not really anything you need to know.
It says the stat of reading comic books in every year. I felt that I went more than that amount of time.
Well, let me put it this way: when those stats change.
Yeah.
When this movie come out, there wasn't a Marvel movie. The Marvel universe didn't exist yet. I'm sure there's more.
No, because the Spider-Man doesn't come out until 2002.
Yeah, so the comic book movie world hasn't taken off. I don't know if it took a toll on comic book sales or not, but I'm sure it's changed quite a bit.
Oh yeah, at that time, it changed quite a bit.
Because I never seen a comic book store that big as the one that he's in. Remember when he's sitting there in that wheelchair? That guy goes, "Hey, you better not be in there."
Oh, at that time, no. Madness wasn't even around yet.
Yeah,
Madness was just starting to begin. It was like that little space. Yep.
I'm sure there was some in the big cities.
Yeah, in the big cities, but not where we were living.
Especially when he's pushing. I love that when he's pushing him all the way through the store. That's one of my favorite scenes, because he's just sitting there. He's doing his acting deal right there.
Yeah.
He pushes through the store. Finally, he starts to call the police. He's like, "Hey, how much for this comic?"
It's really crazy. Like the comic books you pick up, Action Comics, right? Even the one that his mother gave him.
Yeah,
but that shot where they are froze. Did you see they were all Marvel comics like Daredevil, Thor, Spider-Man?
Yeah, I've seen that several times. You see all the
I thought it was really weird, right? They just showing like Marvel stuff, but then he picked up Action Comics.
Yeah, he picked up an Action comic, which I wonder if that was even a real Action comic.
Oh, you know what? That one and the one that his mother gave him, right? I always wonder if those are real too.
I don't think they are. I could be wrong.
They could just made it for the movie.
Well, Action Comics always had Superman.
Yep.
It's DC Comics.
DC now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's always DC.
Yeah, I just didn't know if those two were like actual print.
I don't know. We should have researched that.
I tried to research the first one, but it was hard.
Oh, really? Yeah. I own Action Comics. Every one of them has Superman in it.
Oh.
Because you had Action Comics and Superman, and then you had you had Detective Comics and Batman.
So was David Dunn kind of like a Superman? But he can't fly.
He couldn't shoot lasers out of his eyes.
So he's just basically a regular man who's super strong, and he could see visions.
He's probably like we could say. I guess we say he's unbreakable, and he has a sixth sense.
Oh.
Well, he has a sense that when he touches somebody, he reads he knows what they've been doing. If they've been doing something evil,
and it doesn't have to be hand touch.
It's only
it could be a bump.
People. Yeah, but he just bumps into him, and he just knows the evil. He didn't, because other people bumped him. He don't sense nothing.
Yeah.
Only people that did something wrong.
There's something that's his wrong. Powers.
It didn't give him really super. Let me put it this way: he is supposed to be strong, right?
Yeah.
But you remember when he's fighting that crazy nut in that house to save those two kids?
Oh, I know.
Parents. He's getting thrown in the wall.
Well, he just okay. So I thought about that.
Picks him up and walks him around. It's just because Bruce Willis is
I think he's just strong, right? But then, I guess he didn't hurt him when that guy, he was a much bigger guy, right? He just threw him to the back of the wall, so he didn't hurt him at all.
Yeah.
He didn't hurt Bruce Willis. He still had him in a headlock.
But it sure did take him a long time
to kill him, right? Yeah.
I don't know. He killed him. But
you don't think he killed him? Or maybe just a sleeper hole, right?
Yeah, it's probably sleeper hole. Come on. This guy, that don't mean he killed him. He's like Superman. He's probably like Superman or Batman. Which is, we gotta point out, he's probably like Super Batman when you don't kill him. I mean, if he would have been Daredevil, he would have killed anybody. Punisher's the only person that would have killed somebody.
Yeah.
Or Wolverine. Yeah, Marvel Comics is where you die.
How did you like that ring punch? I thought it was really symbolic, right? Because in this movie, it rings a lot.
Yeah.
And since he's afraid of water, I guess, that's the best way.
Yeah, the poncho. Plus, it says security on it.
Yes, it's security on it. It's really awkward.
So yeah, I like that. I like it. So why did you become a security guard? Because you want to help people.
Yeah, you want to help people. It's not, but that's not enough to fill the void.
Apparently, well, because he doesn't know what his void is. Yeah, I mean, he's doing something that kind of fills something.
Yeah.
I'm sure he feels good every time he finds somebody or pats somebody down, finds a weapon or stuff.
That was a good scene too.
Yeah, he knew his job. Yeah, I love that scene. That's one of my favorite scenes, especially when Glass takes after him.
Yeah.
And he's got to go the steps, and he just goes down. It's going to end badly.
Yeah, that's the other scene that you feel sorry for him too, because he fell and rolled down the stairs, right?
And man. And of course, he don't even care that he broke all the bones.
He was just care that he was right. Like David Dunn was right.
But he does do his famous Samuel Jackson, oh yeah, because it sounds just like when he gets kicked off the balcony from Palatine in Star Wars.
Yes, that's a Samuel Jackson thing.
Samuel Jackson.
Man, this. So I was reading
sees that gun.
The production for this one, right? So the director was already writing this movie during the post-production of Sixth Sense. And he already wanted Bruce Willis to be, David Dunn, right?
Yeah.
But he always told Bruce Willis that, he wanted Samuel L. Jackson. It was, I forgot where Bruce Willis went, right? And then Samuel L. Jackson was there. That's when Bruce Willis told Samuel L. Jackson about this role.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He's like, hey, he already knows something that you don't know.
Yeah, dude, he already wrote this movie.
He's gonna have to buy. Yeah, he's probably like, if you'll buy me a dinner, I'll tell you about it. Samuel L. Jackson said, yeah. MFer.
It's not
down right here.
It's not like they never worked together before.
Yeah, it's like, hey, remember when I kicked your butt? He goes, I didn't even act with you in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, they didn't share a scene together.
They didn't even share a scene together.
But like in Die Hard with a Vengeance, they were together the whole time.
And Bruce Willis is thinking, yeah, hey, I'm not Travolta, right? Because I wasn't in the scene with you.
Yeah. What was another good scene in the movie?
Oh, yeah, they were in Die Hard together, so.
You know what? I think you're right. I like everything that Elijah was in. Even like the young one. Like, why I really like the camera shot of this movie? It's like when he was a kid and his arm is hurt, right? Or is injured or broken.
He just went outside, yeah.
They used the reflection of the TV of the shot. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And you know what's another good shot? When the kid goes outside, right? And he turned the comic book around with the camera turning the other way.
Yeah, that was actually pretty good.
Okay, so that was excellent. So when I watched it in the theater, right, it gave me like a headache. Like I got dizzy from it.
Oh, did you?
I couldn't watch the whole thing. So what happens is like I watch it on a smaller screen, right? Like this. Like I'm looking at a 24-inch monitor. I looked at it just fine. I have a 65-inch TV here. I couldn't do it. I couldn't watch the whole way through, and the turning thing, it got me so dizzy. It doesn't do that to you, right? So like, I guess in a way I could get like, oh,
yeah,
I
I
get
remember
motion sickness easily.
You almost got sick when we watched Batman, The Dark Knight.
I did.
Remember?
The
when
IMAX.
they go down the roof. Yeah, the IMAX. You're like, oh, I was like, don't throw up on me. Man.
Yeah. Oh yes, I do remember that. Yes, I was like, oh, I cannot do this. Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, this is Batman. Don't
it's
throw
a
up
shot.
on me. That's just weird.
It's just really good when they do things like that, because I love that shot, but I can never watch it unless I watch it on a really small screen.
Yeah, it's like I love this shot. It makes me want to vomit.
Yes, it makes me want to vomit. Like, I can't look at it the whole way. It's like a 10-second shot.
I mean, it's at least you don't have seizures and stuff when you have bright lights and stuff. That happens to some people.
That happens to some people.
I don't want to do that either. It's like I'm gonna have to ask you if you're gonna watch a movie with you. Do you get sick? Do you have because I need to watch this movie and not get vomit on me.
So I think if people misunderstood this movie, right? A lot of people probably feel like they didn't even need Robin Wright's character.
Yeah, I think we needed Robin Wright.
Yeah, to show the sadness, right? Like there's still something like a void that he is missing.
I think it is. Yeah, because I mean, basically, she was why he changed his life.
Yes.
But I think it's actually to mislead you, to make you think that she's the reason he gave up football, and that was his sadness. But it wasn't never. That had nothing to do with it, actually.
No, it did. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
Can you imagine he kept playing football?
She's probably thinking, because she's probably thinking that she's the problem because he quit playing football, and that was her fault. Because remember, she even says that she never wished that on him.
You know what? They actually had a good thing. Like when he saved those two kids, the next morning, right? They were getting along so much better.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because everything in his life is already fixed. So he gets his wife back, and then he gets his kid, and it's like, hey, don't shoot me in the face again, but we'll be okay.
I was watching I was trying to find the 10 things you didn't know about Unbreakable, right? One of the thing is, one of the first actor that plays Superman, that actually happened to him in real life. A kid went up to him with a gun, right? Because he thought he was Superman. He was dressed as Superman. He was doing like appearances and stuff. So this kid pointed a gun at him. So the actor, right? He's not Superman. If that kid shoots, he's gonna die. So what he did was he told the kid, like, you know what? Let's just be safe, right? Because it is gonna ricochet off me, but it might hit someone else.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like, dude, you know how scary that was?
That was pretty scary, I'm sure.
Yeah, someone like a little kid, they don't know any better,
And of course, something bad happens to this guy, and he dies.
Yeah, and then there's a tragic, kind of like what happened to Alec Baldwin recently and Brandon Lee. Well, not Brandon Lee wasn't recent, but like
But this is saying this. What did he do? Did he fall out a window or jump out a window or
who? Brandon Lee?
Him? No, we're talking about Reeves, the guy that plays Superman.
Oh, I forgot
that you're talking about.
Oh no, this is another actor, not Christopher.
Oh,
Reeves.
another actor.
Even like back in the 50s.
No, I'm not talking about Christopher Reeves. George Reeves.
Oh, George Reeves.
The original, the original Superman.
I can't remember if it was George Reeves or somebody else, but yeah.
Something bad happened to him.
Oh, I think so.
Yes. No, I don't think so.
No, I mean, I think I remember reading that. That's what I meant.
I can't remember what happened to him. I can't remember if he jumped out a window or somebody murdered him or he got shot or he committed suicide. Yeah. Something happened.
Ooh.
Wow. So so he beat the bullet once. He didn't beat the bullet a second time.
Even twice. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I wrote another thing here. I thought another great shot was like right in the beginning of the movie when they found Bruce Willis in the ER or whatever, and the doctor was talking to him. Right, you see that body?
Yeah, and then the blood just starts coming out. You already know that.
Yeah,
this is gone.
You can hear the beeping sound too.
And the worst thing was when he goes, yeah, there was only 2 survivors, you and that guy, and in a minute you're going to be the only one.
Yeah, and you have no scratch on you.
You don't have a scratch. I like it because he goes, why are you looking at me like that? Yes. There's a reason. He goes, that's a pretty good reason why I'm looking at you like this.
Ooh. It's one of the funny lines, right? I say that in my current work now. One of the lines I say in my current work is like, hey, Lam, can you help me do this for me? Oh, of course I can. I just need your credit card number.
Yeah, I like it. He goes, the last one was a joke.
Yeah, the last one was a joke.
Well, because remember, and that's because he thought we were explaining it. It's because he thought he was a scammer.
Yes, who wouldn't think he's a scammer, right? Like it's one of those things of like, oh, I can teach you acting. I just need like $100 of you, whatever.
Yeah, yeah, because a lot of, I mean, that's what life usually is. There's always somebody, oh, you're so special, you're so awesome. Hey, I'll tell you more about how special you are if you'll give me some money.
Yep.
Which, by the way, that's not a joke. If you actually give me some money, I'll tell you why you're special.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. But I like that scene because like his kid Joseph was with him.
Yeah. Hey, don't
Like it
drink
was
any more of that
important
water.
for him to be there to bring up that scene with the gun, right? And also the kid is the only one that believed.
Yeah, well, because he's a kid, so
Yep.
kids automatically. Plus, he wants to. Because I mean, there's already a lot of bad stuff happening in the kid's life. His parents are splitting up,
Yep.
and so he wants to think that there's something. Because apparently he loves his dad. Because remember this scene where he sees his dad out there, and he goes, "Hey, I told all the kids that you're gonna come play football," and
yes,
and then he's like, "Hey, me and my dad are gonna go work out." No
yep.
kid even turned to look at him.
Yeah.
I'm like, whatever.
I like that they talk about that kid with that lady, the sports agent, right?
Yeah, and then they see that.
They see that guy. Yes.
I was like, whoa, that's just. I mean, that would be awkward because he just like sat on the train with the lady who was going to.
That was going to try to see him play.
Dead, and he sat there and go, "Hey, let's go play football with you." I'll be like, no.
I thought it was really interesting in the movie, right? Before you even find out Bruce Willis' character, you thought he was kind of shady because he saw that lady with the tattoo, right? Then he tried to take his wedding ring off. Oh, he did, and he put it back on.
Yeah, he was really. Oh no, that's the thing. It's the lead you think he's not. He's kind of a deadbeat.
Yes.
Because you think, but then you realize the situation.
Yes.
Then you're kind of like,
oh, you feel sorry for you feel sorry for both of them, right? I felt more sorry for Elijah than David.
Yeah, I felt more sorry for Elijah. I mean, Elijah was the one that actually had a problem.
Yes.
David, he was healthy as a horse. What was his problem?
He was never sick. I like that scene. They asked him the sick thing, right? So he had to ask his boss, like, "Hey, how many sick days?"
And his boss thought his boss thought he was getting an angle. That's the thing. He got like extra money out of it, but even though he wasn't, that was the thing.
He just wanted to know because he doesn't remember. Even trying to ask Robin Wright, like, "Hey, do you remember when I was ever sick?" And he asked it like late at night, so it worked really well with the scene. They're like, I think it's too late to think she was trying to remember that stuff.
Yeah,
because it bothered him.
Yeah, it bothered him because he couldn't go to sleep. Because she's like, "Man, I've been sleeping, and let's just get a divorce." Wake me up and ask me how many times you've been sick.
I think with modern sciences, right, it's hard to hold on, excuse me, to believe there could be like the possibility of people like this out there.
I don't know. It's a stretch still.
It's a stretch, right?
But we do know Elijah's character can exist.
Oh yes,
we've already talked about that.
Yes.
So why can't somebody like Bruce Willis exist?
They just.
I don't think it is, but we don't know it.
We don't know. They could be hiding.
You think we'd found it by now, though? Because if you're finding, but the problem is, I mean, we find all the defective stuff with humans.
Yeah. Nothing like this.
Is there? I mean, because the people with this stuff, they don't have to go to the hospital or doctor, so they can hide it.
That sounds like Wolverine. But you know what? Let me take it back. Wolverine and Deadpool, they can get hurt. It's just that they heal.
Yeah. Well,
but
it's the
Bruce
same thing.
Bruce Willis is not getting hurt.
He can get hurt. Well, yeah, if he drinks a bunch of water and it goes down the wrong pipe.
Which is really ironic, right? Water is probably the only thing that's most essential to humans. We need water to survive.
But the problem is that I'm still thinking the water weakness is weak. Because like I said, water kills everybody if you get in it.
Yes.
And that's the only thing that made him sick. That's assuming he even really got sick.
Yeah. And you know what? They actually bring up the point, like, I never said that you couldn't be killed.
Yeah, exactly. I like that when he says, he goes, "My son was shot." He goes, "Yeah, I never told him you couldn't be killed."
Yeah, because his son, well, I guess the expectation of the son was so high, right? He probably immediately thought, like, "Oh, my dad is Superman."
Yeah. But Superman can even die, too, because that's what he points out. He goes, "Water's your kryptonite."
Yes, I love that. Everybody likes to say the word kryptonite, right?
But I'm going to tell you that water is my kryptonite, too. If I get
but you're talking about like
you're
in the water, like not like no wiggle. Let me take a drink.
But see, water. But him getting in the water doesn't hurt either. Where he saw that, he gets thrown in the swimming pool. He gets out. Somebody rescues him. The only problem he died in the pool is because they dunked his head underwater and his lungs filled with water.
Yeah,
which will kill everybody on this planet.
Yeah, planet. If you just get enough water in the
except for Aquaman. I mean, Jason Momoa won't die when he gets in the water, but that's. But everybody else will. I mean, if Ben Affleck falls in the water, he will drown too.
That's crazy because like they actually talk about that when he was a kid, he almost drowned.
Yeah,
Like
that's
imagine if
where
he
his
didn't make
weakness.
it. Like
Yeah,
not Doctor Glass would never find him.
yeah,
Mr.
and
Glass.
Glass would have just kept killing tons of people, which he's going to do anyways.
Which is kind of like a villain anyway.
Yeah, he was a villain. I mean, he did villainous stuff. I mean, he was a terrorist. Well, he wasn't really a terrorist because he didn't go, "Hey, guess what I did?"
I know.
He wasn't like an Iron Man 3. Well, guess what I did today?
Oh. Yeah, he was just serving his own purpose.
Yeah, he's just serving his own purpose right now. Now he's a villain. He's like, yeah, I can do some bad stuff. I'm good at it.
So Elijah is a smart character.
Yeah, Elijah's a very smart guy. He's a mastermind. He even says it because remember when he describes the people, there's two types of villains.
Yes.
There's a soldier villain, and then there's that intellectual villain who fights the bad guy with his mind. That's what he is.
Yeah,
he has to. Because he breaks. He's like paper. I mean, yeah, he's like glass, which I love. He has a glass cane, by the way.
Oh, I do too, and I'm thinking like, won't that break easily, just like him?
He's walking and he drops it and it shatters.
Yeah, it down the stairs it shatters.
Yeah, it shatters. But he's already actually in a way, I guess we should say that he's already decided he is a villain because the kids called him Mr. Glass, made fun of him, and he's walking around with a glass cane because he took that in. And plus, he's driving in kind of a super villain's car. I mean, he's got an old car from way back in the day, but the inside's all fixed up. He's kind of like Men in Black.
It is. He's done very well for himself because he opens that gallery that sells like art.
When I see him in the car, I'm like, when he wears the jacket, I'm thinking he's like Dr. No, but all in purple.
He is Dr. No.
Plus, he's got the hair. I mean, to me, he was an awesome character.
No, he is an awesome character.
He was such an awesome character.
And I can't believe so this screen came out 2000, Split came out in 2017.
Yeah.
And Glass came out in 2019.
Well, somebody decided they needed to save their career, so they're like, "What can I do to save my career? I'm M. Night Shakalaka Man." We knew it was coming. We were gonna smear his name sometime in the show. We do that. That's what we do.
Yes, and he's the other director, kind of like Tarantino, that put himself in his own movies.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. If you make a movie, why not? There's a lot of directors that show up in bit scenes in their movies.
Yeah, just.
I mean, even the guy who directed Goonies was in Goonies.
Oh, he was
in the movie.
Richard Donner.
I mean, everybody. Spielberg's in his movies.
Yeah.
For all we know, George Lucas is a stormtrooper in every movie that they make. You just don't tell nobody.
He's the fat one.
Yeah, he's the Wookiee over there with the big belly. That's Lucas.
Wow.
Matter of fact, when that stormtrooper's walking through the Death Star and he bangs his head on the deal.
Oh, that's Lucas. I love that they still have that in the movie. That's just greatness right there. Well, we can't talk about Star Wars because I still want to talk about Unbreakable.
I mean, we talk whatever we want, but we're still on the Unbreakable kick. Yeah, I'm just talking about Lucas right now.
It's like
he didn't make this movie.
No, this is a superhero movie, right? And it still kind of feel like it's a normal everyday movie.
Yeah, it was a normal. It was. This is before Kick-Ass.
This is before a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Well, Kick-Ass took place in the real world.
Oh, that's right. Not in like a fantasy world that we already know.
Yeah, it didn't take it in a fantasy world. It was like in a world where people already. It's in a world where people normally read comic books.
That's not a lot out there, huh?
Same this. This is a movie where people normally read comic books, but that's how a lot of other movies. If you're not going to be in the Marvel franchise or the DC franchise, that's the newest thing. But I mean, I guess I'm going to say this guy was the first one with it. I'm sure there's something else out there that we're not remembering, but to me, this is one of the first. Hey, we're living in the world where we read comic books, and then all of a sudden we get a superhero.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
Very original, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what Kick-Ass was. It was like everybody read comic books, and then somebody decided to actually be one. which is
different because this David Dunn is already older in this movie. Like he's in his 40s.
This was a different story. This was more of an artsy type movie too. It wasn't as much of a commercial movie as those other ones.
Yeah,
and plus it wasn't backed up by a big. Because I mean, Kick-Ass is actually Marvel.
It is.
Yeah, it's a Marvel. It's a Marvel comic book.
Oh, okay. I do.
But
Okay,
this
yeah, I
was
got it.
not backed up by any of this. Touchstone Pictures, by the way.
Which is Disney.
Yeah, which you can't see it on Disney Plus yet, right?
How did you see it?
Oh, I got it on Apple.
Oh, okay.
How'd you see it?
Well, I already have this movie like on digital.
Oh, okay. Well, good for you. I didn't, so I got it. But I got it on digital now. So if we ever watch it again, I can say,
Oh,
yeah, I already saw it on digital.
well, I'll talk to you this about in the post.
No, it's okay. I got Split too, so we're good. Well, I had Split actually before I got Unbreakable.
Oh, okay. No, I bought this one as soon as it came out, Unbreakable, on digital.
Okay. Yeah, I bought it as soon as I could, way back in the day, and there was no such thing as digital.
Oh, I know. I wonder if I still have my DVD.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure you do.
No, I don't.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I still got mine somewhere.
I'm not even sure if I. Oh, I do.
And I
have it.
and I had the special edition too. Yeah.
I have the Blu-ray one.
Oh, yeah. See, I got the one with a different cover.
You have a different cover than this?
Yes, I don't even like that cover. Mine has just shows Bruce Willis on it.
I do remember my special edition DVD one. It was like a different box sleeve.
Exactly, that's what I had.
Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Yeah, it's probably worth more than that Blu-ray, even though the Blu-ray is probably better to watch.
I do remember because I do remember liking the movie so much. I have to have that special DVD.
Yeah, which is funny. That's the sad thing. The trade-off right there is. Now I guess you can watch it, but you normally don't. When we used to get the DVDs, you'd spend money, so you'd watch everything to it.
Yes.
You know, you'd watch the deleted scenes and stuff. Now we got it on digital. It's like, what? I never saw any of that. You don't ever watch any of that crap.
Like the featurettes and stuff. Yeah, I never watched it anymore.
Yeah, you don't watch that crap on digital.
I think if you buy it on Apple, right, sometimes they have the special features. You know.
Yeah, mine does. Mine has special features, and I didn't watch it. But I mean, that's the thing. That's the point. That's the thing. Now you have digital. You just watch the movie. You don't really care about all that other.
Which is you're right. Which is really weird. Even on Blu-ray, right? Like, remember on DVDs back in the day? Like the menus are really cool, right? Like it's flashy. You get to press this to go to right. Well, even once they go to Blu-ray, like you pay more for Blu-ray, but they don't do any of that stuff.
Well, so a lot of the Blu-ray though gave you extra discs. Even the Marvels had the one shots on them.
Yes. And now there's like on Disney Plus.
But that's the thing. You watch all that, but if you'll watch it on Disney Plus, but most of them just bought it in digital. They never see the. You tell people, oh, about the Marvel movie. They go, oh yeah, I saw it. And then it was, hey, did you see the one shot? What's that? It's like, did you? Oh no, I watched it on digital. I didn't have it. It's like, well, okay, well, nice knowing you, man.
Sometimes you should check. Sometimes I think they don't advertise for digital. Like it will come with the special features.
They don't.
Oh, you know what?
They don't really do.
Some digital copies come with special features.
I'm sure a lot of them do. You just don't.
But they play it like a movie. You don't get to select it like on menu. It depends on which platform you use it on.
Yeah, it depends on what you have. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But hey, I guess we don't have to do that because remember, you still always when you get DVDs, you always got the music videos too.
Oh my God! I forgot about that.
Even the Daredevil one came with 2.
Yeah, music videos that advertise.
You even got a music video with Fast and the Furious.
You know what? Now that I think about it, it feels like when we bought DVDs, right? It was totally worth way more than what we paid for.
It was because we got you got trailers which you didn't like at the time, but now you do.
Yeah.
But you got music videos and all the making of
commentary,
but I don't know. I think a lot of after watching that so much, I got tired of it because now I don't care when they have a making of featurette. I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I saw the movie. I already know how you made it. It was good.
Oh, that's funny.
It's seamless. That's all I need to know. Well, I don't need that. I don't need that. Like we got the music video. I'm like,
I think when we were younger, right, we were more interested in making that.
Me and you were in the movie field. That's probably why we like to watch all.
But now it's like, hey, I'm just spending my time to watch a good storytelling, and then that's it.
Well, that's because now what we do is we want to watch the movie and talk about the movie. We're not going to talk about what M. Night Shyamalan did. I hate having to say his name.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, but we're not going to talk about what he did because we don't care. We want to talk about the movie that he did. We don't want to talk about how he did it.
Yeah, just like what he did. Yeah.
How he told this movie. We want to talk about the movie. We just want to talk about the movie. Yes. That's what we do. So that's what we're interested in. And the music video for it, there wasn't one.
No, nothing like this.
No. The only thing that was worth watching, the only movie we watched, and then you talk about the music video, was in Toys.
Oh yes,
because there was the music video was part of
was way within the movie.
Yeah, it was within the movie. And it's like, yeah, I remember the days when you watched MTV.
You know, the only other two movies I can think of that did that with the MTV within the movie is the Austin Powers movie.
Oh, I don't remember that one. Oh, but I remember that starts off with that video like thing, but it wasn't really MTV.
No, that's one where they do the two of us.
Oh, really?
You talk about the fake trailer with Tom Cruise.
I know
which one. The two of us.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah.
I thought it was really funny when I saw that. Like, who does this in a movie? Mike Myers. Like someone sings in the middle of the movie. It's not even a musical.
Well, in the movie it could have been.
Yes.
I mean, come on, that's what makes a movie great. Because there's no rules. People always say there's rules. I mean, if you watch Scream, there's rules, but there's really no rules to make it.
Well, for horror movies like this one, right? Like I read about I read this on Wikipedia that he wrote this in a 3-part. Like it fits a superhero movie.
Oh, he wrote this in a 3-part.
Yeah, let's see. I read something about the 3 parts. Oh, the superhero's birth, the struggle against the evildoers, and the hero's ultimate battle against the arch enemy. The 3-part structure.
Okay. I mean, there is a way you tell a story to get a good story, but I mean, if you want to break out into a music video in the middle of your movie, there's no saying you can't.
Yes.
If you want to kill the main superhero halfway through the movie, you can. I mean, I don't know how it's going to work for you, but good luck.
Yes.
Sometimes it works out. Sometimes, if you want to put Ryan Reynolds in your movie, it's okay. You might get a good movie.
Talk about putting the right people in the movie. I really like Wright Penn. Well, it was Wright Penn at this time.
Yeah, I thought it was. I was like, yeah, worked for me.
Princess Bride, you know,
because we already saw her in Toys.
Oh shit, she was in Toys.
Yeah, that's like one of the favorite movies she's in.
Well, I remember her as Jenny because I love
So is there any duplicating going in this duplicating room? She's like, are you kidding
I didn't
me?
know about your duplication process.
Are you serious?
Oh, Loaded Weapon 1 is the other movie I forgot about.
Okay, well, that's probably a good reason you forgot about Loaded Weapon.
I just watched it recently. National Lampoon's Loaded Weapon.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Bruce Willis and Samuel L. Jackson.
Were you really bored?
Do you remember that movie?
I never saw that movie.
Oh, it's a parody of Lethal Weapon.
Obviously. I know what it is. There's a reason I didn't see that movie. That's why I'm making fun of you right now.
Well,
I know you can't tell that I'm making fun of you, but if you look at my face, I'm making fun of you.
Well, it's because I was thinking, like, I remember watching it back then when I was, like, in my teens. You know, I had HBO, and that's why I think I like it. But now when I rewatch it, it was kind of dumb.
It is. Parodies are funny when they come out. They're relevant because they're making fun of a current movie. But after that movie's gone and you forgot about it, you don't want to watch that. It's like watching another teen movie. Do you really want to watch that? I mean, come on. I really watch Captain America any day, but not
another teen movie. I would never watch those again. Or maybe for the first scary movie, because that one was pretty funny. The very first one, and I think the fourth one. Maybe. But that's what, like, who watched? I mean, parody movie was like a thing at the time, right? But now it's like,
and it's still a thing. I mean, but only when it's relevant, if something is going on at the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, right now, because I know they did a superhero, but people have gotten tired of it.
I don't know. I don't think I'll ever be tired of superhero movies. I mean, in speaking, Unbreakable.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, I mean, a parody of superhero movies. People are tired of parodies, kind of.
It'll be cool. I don't know. It'll be cool. It'll be funny
to watch a parody. They did a parody of superhero movies already. Nobody went and saw it.
Is it called Superhero Movie?
I'm sure it's called not another superhero movie.
Huh.
Who knows?
Just, to me, right? Those
I know those
movies are just lazy writing.
They are lazy writing. It's like Star Trek 12.
Well, I have no idea that Star Trek had went on so much.
And it's also lazy writing like the last 3 Star Wars movies.
Oh, I don't know about that.
That's all J.J. Abrams likes is lazy writers.
He's just different opinion there.
He's like, no, it's not a different opinion. It's a fact. He's like, hey, do you remember the first Star Wars movie that came when we were kids? I'm like, yeah, Episode 4. And he goes,
you say it again?
Write that again, okay? Write that. I want us to fight on a.
I want to say Episode 1 was just like that too.
I want to have a Death Star. inside of a planet, and we're gonna have a cold world like Hoth. We're gonna have Tatooine again, but it's not gonna call Tatooine, but it's gonna look just like it. Okay.
It's kind of like episode 1 is just like that.
And the way that scene where Luke Skywalker gets his hand cut off, we're gonna do that scene, but this scene is gonna have Han Solo fighting his son, and his son's gonna be like the Darth Vader, but instead of his hand getting cut off, he's gonna get killed. And they're like, yeah, that's a great scene. It's exactly like it's nothing like episode 4 in Empire Strikes Back at all.
You put in 2 movies into one.
He put 2 movies into one. Yeah, that's lazy writing. He basically wrote the first 3 movies into one movie. And then he's like, I guess we're going to do the first 3 movies, episode 1, 2, and 3, in the second movie. And I hope we can steal somebody. We'll probably just look at Star Trek and steal that for the the third movie.
Well, I got to watch that. Pretty soon we'll watch that.
That's the thing. Star Wars Episode 9, it's the first 10 Star Trek movies.
Really?
Yeah, you didn't know that.
No, it wasn't.
You can't argue with me because you haven't seen the first 10 Star Trek movies.
You said the first 10 minutes of episode 9?
No, first 10. No, the whole episode 9 is basically all the first 10 Star Trek movies rewritten.
Oh, that's interesting.
I'm full of crap.
Because I never know.
No, you have a really serious look.
Because I was thinking like George Abrams. J.J. Abrams not even a Star Trek fan, so he might have watched all the Star Trek movies.
He says he's not. I'm sure he's a closet Star Trek. Come on, I saw Lost. He had a doctor, a captain. He had everything. He is Star Trek.
Oh, see, on things like that, it just goes, 2 people can have the same idea. He
just likes to. Yeah, no.
It's kind of like when people ask me if I've seen Vanilla Sky.
But let me put it this way.
Right?
Do you remember? The same idea. I don't remember asking you if you've seen
Vanilla Sky. No, not you. When people ask me if I've seen Vanilla Sky after we shot Pleasant Dreams.
Yeah, but Pleasant Dreams was anything like Vanilla Sky. I saw Vanilla Sky.
Is it Vanilla Sky? I can't remember.
Yeah, with Tom Cruise. It's got the Mustang, Penelope Cruz in it.
Yeah, about the dreams thing, yeah.
I'll have to rewatch it. I don't remember that movie being anything like Pleasant Dreams.
I think it's just some ideas.
I know some people did. That's because those people, they didn't have, their brains just weren't big enough to comprehend what they were getting, okay? That's why they had a problem probably watching The Matrix too.
Oh my God, yeah. For this movie too.
Yes.
I think still a lot of people don't have the brain enough to process Unbreakable.
I know. We're really hating on everybody. Get over it. That's what we do. Well, I'm hating on it most of America. Let's do it.
If you like Unbreakable, I like you. If you don't like Unbreakable, it just doesn't matter, you know? There's some movies I don't like out there, you know?
Exactly. You need to get you some Big League Chews, like that. I'm Kenny Powers.
I know that you could probably name a lot of movies that you don't like. There's not a lot of movies that I could name that I don't like. There's one called...
I can't name any movies I don't at the moment, but I bet you if I was to look through your bookshelf behind you, if I could.
I know.
I don't know. There's a lot of movies I like. I mean, I can't say there's tons of movies I don't like. I like almost every movie, but I also enjoy hating on some of the parts of movies. It makes me happy. I mean, I went and saw the last 3 Star Wars movies. I hated the first one because I felt it was too much like everything else. I liked the second one was okay, even though I thought the space chase scene was stupid. Because I'm like, come on, just hit warp speed jump. You know how to fly a spaceship. And then the third one, I was like, I actually liked the third one. The episode 9.
I can't remember what's called on episode 9.
Oh, who cares? It's J.J. Abrams finally does good. That's what it was called. Okay.
The Last Jedi, and I can't remember what it is.
I mean, you know why I probably like
the Rise of Skywalker.
You know why I probably like the Rise of Skywalker? Because everybody told me the first one was okay. And I was like, no, it's not. And everybody told me the second one, oh, it's pretty good. And I watched it. I was like, only one good scene in it.
It's the last scene.
Yes, that's it. And then
because that's the only one I remember. The casino stuff.
And then I asked him. No, it's not the casino. I like the scene when Skywalker actually manifests.
Oh no, I'm saying that's the last scene, but that's the only scene I remember. The only other scene I remember is the casino one.
No, casino scene's okay. Yeah. But anyhow, let's go to the third one. Everybody told me it was horrible, so I already was like, okay, yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
Oh, I think the last one was best out of the whole trilogy. Trilogy.
Yeah, I went and saw it, and I thought this is actually pretty good.
The last episode 9 was the best one out of
Episode
the last
9, I like the best, even though everybody told me it was the worst one. I'm like, did y'all not see the first 2? Because they sucked. They sucked so bad.
Yeah, I like the last one the best.
I mean, the last one could have actually. I mean, like I said, I like to hate on movies. There's plenty of opportunity to make the last one even better, but
I like the Force only, not only.
I will talk about those later. But I just want to say, there's always a movie, and because of what me and you like about movies, we see where you can make it better, or at least better for us. But that's because you have so many hands in it. You know, you got those producers. Some director has a really good scene, he has to cut it because you don't have enough money.
You don't have enough money, but the producer want to control.
Or because or the suit behind him. Yeah, the suit behind him was like, yeah, she needs to take her clothes off because that's my next wife.
I mean, if she's gonna be my next wife, this scene really makes that decision. If she's gonna be my next wife,
exactly. See, that's Cameron right there. Come on, Cameron makes some good movies, but he's a piece of crap as a person.
Yeah, he makes some great movies. He is a piece of
crap. He has made some of the greatest movies, but yeah, he really treats people like trash.
Except for his the big budget stars,
Except for his current wife, yeah.
Yeah.
That's about to be his ex-wife after he makes.
And also Arnold is very high on that list that people.
Yeah, Arnold. Yeah, because Arnold's a good guy too. But hey, that's what we do.
Yep.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have anything to talk about, and this would be a very boring show.
I know. So it's from Unbreakable. Like, you gotta think like how many people does listen to this, right? How many people does think that Unbreakable is better than Sixth Sense? A lot of people, if you talk about M. Night Shyamalan, right? The Sixth Sense is probably his best work in most people's opinions.
Yeah, I think it is, and because it's more of a general thing that a lot of people get. I think it's just that shock that at the end it's like, oh,
it's a shock value at the end.
But the problem is the shock value for us is we like this character. We like the character. We're in this character. We like superheroes. That's why we like this.
Yes.
I mean, if we didn't like superheroes, I'm sure we'd be on the Sixth Sense bandwagon going, this was an exciting movie. And man, what was that war show that we just watched?
I'm gonna look at.
That's the thing. You gotta be in the superhero thing to like Unbreakable. I don't.
You know what? I'm gonna look on the internet right now. Fans of Unbreakable.
Yeah, I mean, Unbreakable is more a super. You gotta be a superhero guy to enjoy it. Plus, you probably can't be a woman. I don't know. I'm sure that's wrong to say that. I'm sure there's like women fans out there. Hey, if you're a woman fan, let us know in the comments below.
When I put fans of Unbreakable,
but I think I just honestly think you have to be a superhero type.
Like
likes comic. Yeah, I think this was more for the comic book lovers.
Yes, it is.
There's
a lot of boring, I guess,
supernatural
scenes.
Or fear. Yeah, I think movies like scary movies or supernatural movies usually get a lot of people, even if you're not, unless you're way, way religious and can't do the supernatural thing, which I don't understand because religion's kind of supernatural to me. But hey, that's just me. Okay, I mean, if you're gonna believe that you die and you have a soul, isn't that kind of supernatural? Then why can't you watch the supernatural movies?
Yeah, it's very supernatural. I agree.
Okay, and that's the thing. A lot of people watch scary movies and supernatural stuff. It was more of a mainstream movie than Unbreakable.
You know what? Now it drives me crazy. I don't have that DVD special edition version anymore.
Well, you know what? I have it. And that's all you need to know. I got mine.
I'm so happy that you do.
Okay, that's good. I sure hope I still got it because for all I know, it probably disappeared with my Strange Days copy.
Yeah, all of it together.
I still
right?
Can't find
not nice like this. Copy. I think it's because I don't have it, and that's why I put the Blu-ray.
Mine's in a tote in storage, so.
I gotta find it. I gotta find it now.
You gotta find it. I mean, it's not gonna do you any good. You're just gonna watch it and go, I want my digital.
It's just easier. I don't need you to tell me the FBI warning and stuff.
Yeah, what's up with that?
Unbreakable DVD. Let me see if Amazon sells it. Oh, wait, no, not this version.
This is what we do. We watch movies.
It's a 2-disc Vista series.
When we lost them, we buy them again.
I know. We buy them again. It's crazy, right?
No, we don't. The only reason I bought Strange Days again is because there's no way to watch it but on
DVD.
On DVD, which is stupid.
Oh,
we still haven't got it streaming. Hey, by the way, whoever makes it on streaming should put Strange Days out on streaming for the world to see it.
It's Fox, so it's up to Disney now, right?
Stinking Disney.
Which is funny because we watch a lot of stuff on Disney. Well, I won't say we watch a lot of stuff, right? It's just mostly Marvel and Star Wars stuff I watch.
Let me put it this way: if you ever show Strange Days on Disney Plus, Walt Disney be rolling over in his grave.
I was thinking that he may be rolling over his grave after buying Star Wars and this. Which one did he buy first? I can't remember. Which one came out first? Star Wars or Marvel?
I think they bought Star Wars first. They bought Star Wars first.
Star Wars,
and then they're like, hey, we own Star Wars. We can get anything we want.
I remember that day when they announced.
And of course, it seems like that Marvel has made more money than Star Wars ever.
Oh, Marvel's have made definitely more money. It ties in better together than Star Wars. Yeah. They need a Kevin Feige of Star Wars. Oh, his name is called Jon Favreau.
Yes, exactly. What are you talking about? Favreau, man. Because the funny thing about Favreau is, here's the coolest thing, and we're getting way off of Unbreakable, but we might as well though.
Mm-hmm.
The neat thing about Favreau is, remember he made Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yes.
It didn't do very well, okay? But he remade it. It's called The Mandalorian.
Oh, interesting. Because I never seen Cowboys versus Aliens.
Yeah, you haven't seen it, but basically it's aliens come to the Old West and cowboys fighting them. They pull out their guns and shoot at the aliens and stuff. But anyways, it's okay. It's not that great a movie. We'll talk about it one day. The thing though, basically that's what Star Wars now is. It's a Western.
Oh.
You seen Boba Fett?
Yes.
Everybody's a gunfighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will talk about it later. There's no way not to. But I just want to point out that's what it is.
Yes.
I was doing Cowboys versus Indian.
Well, you know what? Let's end it right here so I can get on a sidetrack review. So I'm going to end this one right here for Unbreakable.
Yeah, basically, what he's saying is he wants to not talk to the audience, but he wants me personally because I'm better than the audience. So,
that's what helps Shane sleep at night. So
God bless.
All right, and we'll be back next week. We'll split and continue this trilogy. Thank you for watching this segment of our reviews. I hope you had a great time listening to us. Be sure to subscribe and give us a thumbs up, and we'll see you on the next one. Laters.